Wrapped up a little NFL talk. Are you here for some NBA talk? I am here to satisfy you. Talking about the NBA MVP race. Harden or LeBron, what is your prediction? Who do you think will win the NBA MVP? So I am going to present the case for James Harden and the case for LeBron James. I will start things off with the case for James Harden. All right, so let's start with opening night. October 17th, Oracle Arena. Harden's Houston Rockets downed the defending champion Golden State Warriors 122-121 in a game that featured Chris Paul, by the way, at his worst. CP3 had just 4 points in 33 minutes to go with 10 assists and eventually got hurt in that game. Harden had 27 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds en route to that tone-setting win for the Rockets. And it sure was a tone-setting win because they're going to be the #1 seed in the Western Conference. By the time Paul returned from his injury, the Rockets had won 10 of 14 games. Now, Harden, I think, in terms of the case for him, from a longevity standpoint, is about his consistency coupled with the expectations, right? LeBron will have expectations year in and year out. But obviously the expectations for Harden weren't at LeBron level going into this year. He improved on his defense, which is something of note. He took his Rockets atop a Western Conference that the Warriors were supposed to dominate. Now, the Warriors dealt with their fair share of injuries. I understand that. But here is James Harden, right, leading a charge of a Houston Rockets team that could perhaps capture the NBA Finals, especially when you look at the situation in the East. You got an injury-riddled Celtics team. You got a Cavs team that is being dragged along by LeBron James. And I'll talk about the case for LeBron in a matter of moments here. And by the way, hit me up in the comments section. What do you guys think? Brandon's saying no debate here. So you're talking about a team that could perhaps capture the NBA Finals in the Houston Rockets. Now, according to basketballreference.com, how about this? Harden is about to become just the 4th player in league history to average 30 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds for an entire season. The other 3, Jordan, Oscar Robertson, and Westbrook. All right, so pretty good company there for Harden. He has a league-leading 262 made threes. An ability to get to the line, too. League-leading 721 attempts from the charity stripe. Dominates in isolation. 1.22 points per possession compared to LeBron's 0.96. Hey, and he's 3rd on the team in assists to boot. And that's pretty impressive considering Chris Paul is on that squad. All right? Harden's defense, of course, won't steal any headlines or anything like that, and I understand that. But he's been an important cog in the machine of that defense that ranks 7th in efficiency. LeBron's Cavs rank 29th in efficiency. So you look at the numbers here for Harden. They are so compelling to me. Now, that is the case for James. Brandon in the comments section saying LeBron hands down. Jeremy saying Harden. Keep hitting me up in the comments section. I'll keep calling you guys out, give you guys some shout-outs on the show as we continue along with this MVP debate. So let me know who you think wins. So that's the case for Harden. Case for LeBron James. 3rd in points per game. 2nd in assists, 15th in rebounds, shooting 54.4% from the field, 36.7% from beyond the arc. Only player in the league this season to average 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and shoot 54% or better from the field. And a career high in double-doubles, 51, career high in triple-doubles with 18. LeBron and records go hand in hand. And I think that's sometimes the problem here when we're evaluating LeBron versus somebody else. Because I feel like the problem is sometimes we get desensitized to his greatness, desensitized to the records. We get an alert on our phone. Oh, LeBron James. He broke another record. Oh, okay. James Harden breaks the internet, you know, with breaking ankles. We pay attention to that more than LeBron James. Look at that resume. Look at that resume, and you tell me how hard it is to be desensitized to him. It's not. 4 MVPs, 3 NBA Finals MVPs, a perennial champion, always in the All-Star game. So it's just like, it's building block after building block after building block that just gives him that reputation that is beyond, I think, Harden's reach right now. But in terms of the stats, I mean, like I said, very compelling for Harden. James has 4 MVPs to his credit. He knows what it takes, so kind of has that in the back pocket. Now, I want to look at the team here for the case of LeBron. Because you look at the Cavs in general, and it's a team that probably is a lottery squad without LeBron. I don't think that's too much of a hot take to say. James and his roster here, it's fair to say there's been a fair share of turnover. And yet there's going to be at least 50 wins for this Cavaliers squad. After trading Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas comes to town, and that was a mitigated disaster. Even after that massive trade overhaul, players faced their fair share of injuries. Kevin Love, Rodney Hood, Larry Nance, George Hill, they all missed games. Okay? Since February 1st, amidst all of that adversity, James is averaging 29.5 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and shooting 54.3% from the field, along with a 39.4% clip from beyond the arc. You want to talk about one of the more clutch performers in the association? LeBron is one of them. In the fourth quarter, James has averaged 7.5 points, a shade over 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and shot 51.5% from the field while registering a plus 6.4 net rating. It's clutch numbers. And so it's a debate that's going to continue on. And I think Harden you can think of more from a dominating statistical perspective. James in terms of the pure value that he brings to the Cavaliers. And you got to weigh one and the other. Now, I think we will have a better idea of our argument as we continue to watch these playoffs. How will LeBron play with the Cavs in the postseason, right? Because if LeBron is clearly carrying the team on his back to wins in the playoffs, that supports his MVP argument. Harden is going to have to continue to light it up throughout the NBA playoffs to continue to build upon his argument. For LeBron, it's more about wins in my eyes. Now, just looking at some comments here, we got Mitchell Wren saying Harden, Parker saying Harden was unreal this year. He'll be the actual MVP. Let's see, who else we got? Arenthus, truthfully, neither of them do. I'd give it to Lillard. Wow, Damian Lillard getting the MVP. Portland has balled out this year. He put the team on his back. Producer Harris Rubenstein likes that one. Keep hitting me up in the comments section. Jeremy is saying Harden. Brandon, he's so inconsistent. No one pays attention. Keep hitting me up, guys, with your thoughts here. Mariano is saying LeBron is made for the playoffs. Harden is a choke artist. Ooh, some big-time stuff there. Zachary with LBJ. So I think we're like 50-50 right now. I'm tracking the comments, and it looks like we have yet to really reach a consensus. So let me know what you think about the current MVP race between James and Harden.